Hey Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Total War 3 Kingdoms. So, we've got the farmland of Yi over here that we've got to take out, and we've got our little army right here. A little bit light on the cavalry, but I think we have enough infantry to assault this. We have a significant balance of power advantage, and yeah. I think we're going to go ahead and see if we can take it. It shouldn't be this hard. I'm tempted to starve it out for a turn, because they'll take a chunk of attrition. But I'm worried about a reinforcing army coming out from the fog of war. So I think we're gonna go ahead and just jump right in here and take this out. You know, I could delegate this and I would most likely, you know, we would win this. But I think I'm gonna try to manage this myself and have a look and see what kind of damage we can do. We're not gonna be able to be as aggressive with our cavalry as we were in the last battle, unfortunately, because they are still suffering from quite a few casualties. So we might have to use, might have to just push down a single lane in the siege and see if we can make that work for us. Now, we could split up, but I think splitting up is a mistake. I think you're better off to minimize. I think the biggest sort of threat when you're going for a attack on a little settlement thingy like this is whoa, excuse me. What? Wait, I thought I was attacking a settlement here. I guess it doesn't have any walls. It must be a really low level settlement then. All right. This kind of makes my life a little bit easier. Not gonna lie. Right. I suppose. Now, there is a hotkey that I want to have a look around here in the battle screen. Guard mode, toggle mount, fire at will. Rotate, pan to unit, create unit group. There's a hotkey to make units advance in a line in an attacking line. And I think I'm actually pretty happy with this layout. So I think what we're going to do is just advance up to this ridge line here. Like that. And we'll just let things go. Should be just out of range of their archers. They have a significant amount of archers, and they have a lot of spear infantry, but their spear infantry has relatively low melee evasion when you compare it to our infantry that has quite high melee evasion. So I'm hoping that the quality of our infantry will make a big difference here, as well as the fact that we have cavalry that we can use to flank this army. Let me go ahead and make sure that we're not... Yeah, it looks like we're going to avoid the firing lines of their troops. I would like to get some crossbowmen, because I believe crossbowmen have actually better range than archers. Go ahead and let some time go past here. Yeah, some of my cavalry are still pretty hurt. Some of them are in good shape, but cavalry definitely took a lot of hits. So we're going to mostly try to avoid doing anything too dangerous with them, and mostly look for kills on the what you call them. My horse archers are starting the attack. Can soften up those archers a little bit. The archers are the things that we're really scared about, actually. So there is a way to get these guys to attack in a line. So I'm going to see about how I do that. So let me see. I'm going to pause the game for a second. And is it Alt? No. It's not Alt. Is it Shift? Let me cancel that order. Is it Control? No, it's not Control. It's not that. I'm trying to... Is it Shift? No. There's a way to get your infantry to attack in a line. I'm trying to remember how to do it. Is it Control Shift? Shift Alt? There's a way to do this, but with red attack arrows, which is what I want to do. I want them to advance. As a line. I don't want them to converge. I want them to advance forward. There's got to be a way to do it. There's a way to like tell them to just advance and attack as a line of infantry. It's not control. Do they have to be in a formation, perhaps? Let's go ahead and control 1. No, it's not that. Do they have to be in a locked formation? If I unpause for a second there. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so you lock them in a formation, and then you hold down Alt and right click, and then they'll attack as a line of infantry and try to engage the full surface area of the enemy army. And I want to try to do the same thing with these archers. Let's make them into a formation. And does that work? And it also works for archers. Amazing. So let's bring them over. Bring them over there. Don't take any archer fire. Okay, now that their infantry are engaged, let's get our cavalry around. Let's bring our heroes into the fight. You doing your thingy, do that. Alright, nice. This should be going well for us. Our cavalry are engaging the archers. Let's get you in there. All their infantry is starting to break. Can I get you guys to hit these? To do a bit of damage. Looks like this took some damage. I think that's because some of my units have the Raider ability. Let's get our heroes to chase down these armies. These are cavalry to chase these guys down. Let's turn off guard mode. Go ahead and chase them down. What's the hotkey for guard mode? I don't know a hotkey for guard mode, unfortunately. Go ahead and fight them. Fight them. You're hunting those down. Awesome. Go ahead and get you to just stand there. So that was perfect. I actually can't believe how perfectly that went. Now that I've learned a little bit better. So what I did was in between episode 6 and 7, I was like, man, I'm really struggling with this game. So I spent some time looking up techniques for how to use the controls of the game a little bit better. I spent about 8 hours playing the game, but there's a lot of stuff that they don't tell you with regards to actually playing this game. And so I spent some time and I looked all that stuff up, and ever since the last 2 episodes, episode 7, 8, and this episode is episode 9, I think, I've been able to just enjoy the game a lot more because I don't feel like the controls are fighting me as much because I have a better mastery and understanding of them. So I think we're going to loot this again, although what level is it? I can't tell what level it is. Crap.
We will be repaid.
We're gonna loot it and then repair it because we need the money to keep fueling our army because we're running at a deficit right now, which is far from ideal. Okay, so we won 2 really, really significant battles here. We're starving him of food, so now if we go check this guy out, he's still very rich in food. But we have, in theory, cut him off from a food supply, and this city is very hungry, I will say that. He does still have another farmland over here, and he still has this livestock farm that we need to take care of. We've got a little bit of a public order problem here, but that's mostly down to the population, so we could certainly fix that out by upgrading Taiwan. And I think because this is a borderland city, I might rush this out. If I can rush, well, I might wait a turn and see if an army appears, I'll rush it out. Okay, we got a leader. Guan Jing got a level up. It's been a while since we've seen the level screen, actually. So, let's see here. We could get abundance. This would give him replenish his supplies, 8 resolve. Resolve is how much health he gains, which is not super useful for me. Post-battle capture chance increases the rate of wall and settlement damage during sieges. That's useful. Then we've got here, enable fire arrows for his army and night battles for the army. Or fire arrows for his retinue and night battles for his army. That could be really, really useful. And then we've got intuition. We could also get perception, which ignore forest penalties, better chance of ambushing. I think we're going to take composure here. I'd also like to get this buff eventually. We're going to take composure because that makes him, makes all of his archers, fire arrows can be really, really useful in certain circumstances. All right, we've got plenty of cash on hand, but we are running a deficit again, so we need to keep that in mind as we kind of conquer our way through the land. Now, in terms of city, public order is looking okay in most places. There's a little bit of negative public order, but I think that's mostly going to go away on its own. We do have some cities that we're going to have to siege down, and I'm really tempted to replace one of these units with a trebuchet, because those trebuchets were incredibly helpful in that battle that I fought in the town. Do I go for a trebuchet? Do I go for a trebuchet? I'm really, really considering it. I'm really, 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 really considering going for a trebuchet here. What about crossbowmen? The crossbowmen do have better range. They have less ammunition. That is the downside. But they have far better piercing damage. A little bit weaker regular damage, but far better against heavy armor. I'm not really coming up against a whole lot of heavily armored opponents, though. But I think I am going to swap in a trebuchet. Now, that is going to use up a lot of my gold. But I think this is important enough to do. To get a hold of a trebuchet to be able to take out cities a little bit more easily. Because having a trebuchet in this army was hugely, hugely useful on that siege. I was able to do a ton of damage. I was able to take down the towers, reduce the total amount of attritional damage I took. And that's kind of scary. This is... Okay, there are some big armies rolling around in the fog of war that we need to be wary of. Okay, there's a lot of big armies. Well, thankfully we have the ability to fight night battle, so we might be able to isolate them one by one and take them out.
We offer this in friendship and respect.
Yuan Shu wants me to recognize his legitimacy as emperor. I'm going to reject that because I see myself as the emperor. Yeah, I feel way more accomplished. I really want to do another run through, but I definitely want to finish this campaign if I can. Coalition has been formed, faction destroyed. Alright. Let's bring you guys out into scouting range. Slightly too far. Well, let's make a decision here. Do we want to go for this? Inspect the garrison. There's an awful lot. But I think I'm going to hold here to replenish. I'm going to try to replenish. There's quite a bit of population, which is giving me a bit of a replenishment bonus. So I definitely need to replenish this army, and I would also like to maybe recruit more troops. So it'll take a few turns for these to replenish. 3 turns, 2 turns, 3 turns, 2 turns, 2 turns. So it looks like about 2 turns of waiting in here would be just appropriate to go hit this. Maybe 1 turn, 1 to 2 turns I think is fair. And I really want to go pillage this, but we'll see about that next turn. Looks like we also got a level up over here on Gongsun Zan, who is this guy right here. We could get Tenacity of Steel. He already has Tempered Deflection, which is really useful. we could grab a Tenacity of Steel, which would make him much better at fighting. Because he gets a bunch of melee damage. Actually, what weapon are you using? Is that kind of a weak weapon? Let's see. This is the Noble Sword. Authority and Satisfaction. It's actually pretty decent, so we might leave you with that. What about your mount? Okay. We could give you better armor. Be a slight boost to authority and armor base. I'm gonna equip that on Gongsun Zan. 10% experience this army. Patience. Melee evasion. I think I'm gonna pick up the Tenacity of Steel, so this guy is just stronger as a combat unit. Even if it doesn't really make him... It's a bit of expertise, a bit of resolve. It's gonna make him slightly better as a fighting unit. Now, we've got an army with some movement points left. That's this army over here. And the question is, are we going to use him to come down here and deal with some of this stuff? I think we could for sure send this guy down here to finish off Liu Yang. That would be a good move, I think. But we'll send him out over to Shangdang for now. How's the garrison over here in Anping? Replenishing quite well. I've got this army here. Man, I've really got to make a decision. Do I go for this city? There's a couple of armies nearby. Like, I would have to hit this city like really soon after I put it under siege. And there's like...
In unrest, boldness is needed.
There's a lot of troops here. They are replenishing. There's not much of a garrison. We could maybe take this. My worry is that these armies would reinforce. So I might need a second army to take this on for real. I'm going to have you hold the bridge. It's level 2. I think upgrading this to level 3 would be good, but it's a lot of money and I'm not going to have much income for a turn or two. So let's hold on, because I'm going to be pillaging that.
Let the halls fill with laughter. Tolerance is the best we can offer.
So he wants peace and he'll pay me. I'm going to reject that. There's far more value in me in continuing this war and forcing him to burn all of his resources. Plus, I need to conquer more territory to make more money because I'm currently running at a deficit. So, by the virtue of him declaring war on me, I'm kind of stuck. He's got a lot of armies over here. I'd love to take on Yi. I think I'm going to go for Yi. Got an army down here. Yeah, I think we're going to go for Yi. Cao Cao signed a peace. Let's go for this city now. We'll take this on. It's not a city, it's a livestock farm. This should be a fairly straightforward battle. We're a little bit outnumbered, but our infantry reserves are pretty good, all around the 200 mark or higher. We've got G Militia that didn't really see any fighting, so they'll probably have to take a decent amount of the damage here. Yet these guys have leveled up. Now, I'm curious. What does leveling you up do? Range damage, range. Gives you a little bit of attack rate. Alright, we'll see about... Mostly gives you morale and melee attack rate. Rear line. Alright, let's get started. Hopefully we'll take this on pretty easily. And grab a bit of cash. I might have to trim my army down a little bit here if I can't siege enough stuff down to support my army. I need to engage in battles. That's what I need to do. Battles are how I get my money to sustain this war, because right now we're... Okay, looks like it's another one of these sort of open field battles. And I'm pretty happy with the layout of this army. I'm just going to slightly adjust it over here. Although this is kind of getting in the way. Yeah, I actually think this advancement line is fine. Slightly move it to the left. We'll get started.
Still yourselves! Artillery!
I'm gonna take my entire army sans the catapults and just push them over to this ridge line.
Make ready! Arrows!
Ooh. Oh man! That's a lot of dudes getting hit. Oh baby. Oh Jesus. That's devastating! Trebuchets are amazing! Now we're taking a few hits, but these guys have shields, so I think we can accept those hits. We're gonna get our cavalry to swing out wide now.
Our comrade is under attack! Attend!
Bring you guys up to the front.
Onward!
Cavalry, mount up! Show no mercy!
Guys are taking some serious hits.
Attend! Run! Run!
They're trying to send spearmen to help,
Destroy them!
but they are already retreating.
Take heed, warriors! The
Maybe it
enemy
would be good to
warriors are
dismount.
running. Ha!
Our cavalry's taking some archer fire. Okay. I don't even know who you're attacking. Okay, their archers are out of the fight. Our archers are still in the fight.
At the ready!
Don't you dare try to get around me. We're gonna try to engage those guys.
Steel yourself!
Keep going, keep going.
The enemy run!
Right, the enemy are running, that's good. These guys are taking hits. I think we're winning. Slowly but surely.
Ready!
What are these? Archer militias that are going down. I need you to keep fighting. Don't stand there eating archer fire. I think we're actually losing this.
Orders!
I need some support fire to make these guys retreat.
One step closer to victory!
Even if we take a bit of casualty from this, it's way worth it. It's gonna shake these guys up really bad.
Wait!
Do not relent!
Keep fighting.
Stand ready!
Alright, let's get these archers now to hit these guys to make them retreat. I'm gonna get these guys to attack fully.
The men have no ammunition!
You guys are doing really, really well. Let's back up a little bit, maybe get a charge off.
Move out quickly! To battle!
That should do significant damage. If you guys actually get any speed. Some retreating units here.
Our men have no ammunition!
Okay, we're out of ammunition, but we've done what we needed. Whoa, what are you guys doing? You guys are doing some weird stuff right now. That is not what I said. Get out of there. Alright, let's get our leaders to go help our cavalry out in the flanks.
Stand ready, catapults! Fire upon them!
Ooh. I mean, it's probably anachronistic for like it to be that strong, but definitely makes the game feel good.
The men have no ammunition!
These actually aren't archer militia, these are archers, which is why they're holding up pretty well. Ooh, a devastating hit. Took out a few of them.
To attack!
You guys are taking some serious damage. Let's give these guys more melee evasion. That'll make them pretty hard to stop. I'm gonna get you to help here. Cavalry, go deal with them. Okay, these spear guys are doing a good job of holding the line.
Stand ready. The men have no ammunition.
Shift. Go like that. Loop around and hit him in the back. Nice job. You chase them down. Where's my leader? He's chasing these guys down. Now they're on guard mode, so they're kind of fighting inefficiently, but I like guard mode over anything else, personally speaking.
Run, craven dogs!
I'm gonna take them off guard mode. I think guard mode works better in other instances. Okay, good, good, good. Guard mode keeps your troops from chasing after troops, so you can kind of make it gives you. I feel like that just gives me that little bit more control. We lost a lot of cavalry there. We lost a decent amount of infantry. Our infantry mostly came through pretty strongly there, but we took this, and that's really, really important because that's going to give me another pillage, which will provide me with some benefits. It'll hopefully increase my income. My income is really, really weak right now. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing a lot better since I looked up some of the commands and controls and just understand the game a little bit better. Melee evasion and all that stuff. Spend a bit of time looking up tutorials, guys. Maybe I should try to explain stuff. We'll be getting a bit of money out of this, and I think we're going to loot and occupy for the income.
We will press this towards loftier pursuits.
Now I got to make sure that I'm not exempting tax anywhere. Army upkeep is a little bit crazy right now, but we have taken this livestock farm. We're going to repair it, and this will hopefully give us a bit of income. Slowly building this up. A little bit of a problem, right? We're spending an awful lot on troops.
Let the halls peal with laughter.
These guys trying to do march, ambush. So what is our objective? Where do we move? What do we hit? I might try to hit this city with this guy, but I need to buy time. I need to get these guys into battle so that they can justify what I'm spending. What I might do is I might move this guy to here. Copper mine is pretty lightly defended.
For China.
The city is worth a lot to sack.
Do not yield.
Are the walls weak? We have trebuchets, so we can instantly assault. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. This is amazing. We can instantly assault because we could also fight a night battle if we wanted to. Minus 15 morale for the enemy. They won't get any reinforcements. What do you think? I don't think we need our army to reinforce. But I think it would be really, really cool to do a night battle. It's a very light army, but it's going to be fun. This is going to be fun. We've got fire arrows. We've got trebuchets. It's a city siege. This is going to be awesome.
For such a noble
Man,
cause.
why did it take so long?
Yes. Well,
Why did it take so long for a Total War game to come out that I actually enjoyed? This reminds me of this game genuinely reminds me of playing the original Total War Rome.
You all lack spine. Fight or run, cowards.
Okay. So I think what we're going to try to do is use our trebuchets to maybe take out one or two of these fort towers would be nice. I'd like to take out the fort tower, if I could. And I'm pretty happy with this layout of troops, so I'm going to leave it the way that it is. We don't have a battering ram, so we're going to have to climb the walls, and I think that's going to be best done with our assault infantry, which are sabers, and these G militia are better to sit at the back. Got a little bit of cavalry. Let's see, is there a better angle to attack this city from? In terms of... No, over here is a horrendous angle to attack the city, dude. You've got 3 towers overlapping fire, and a fort tower, and an inner tower, and a fort tower, and another tower overlapping fire. This is really painful to assault right there. This is actually not too bad right here. This would be ideal, I think. It has the least amount of stuff attacking, but I think this coastal access over here is pretty reasonable attack angle for my... you know what? It's actually not so great. So I think I'm gonna grab my army, and I'm gonna grab my whole army. I'm gonna bring them over here to where I think it's a little bit more favorable. This fight right here. There are more towers like on the way and stuff, but we deal less with the outer towers, and the outer towers are the ones that I have the most problems with. Okay, so you guys are all out of range. Okay, we're all out of range. Our trebuchets are in range to do damage to this fort tower. So if we could take out the fort tower, it'll make our lives a little bit easier to assault up the walls. Then we could probably rip down the walls, but let's go here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you hit the fort tower, and we'll let that just play for a bit. See how you do. Here they come. Bit of damage. Let's go down to normal speed so you can hear the sounds. Here they come. Bombarding this gatehouse. A good hit. I think we took out some of the guys on the roof as well. These are spearmen on the walls, which is kind of scary.
The gates have fallen! Attack!
Okay, we actually took the gates. Like, the gates have been broken open. Ooh, that was a devastating hit, dude. It looks like they're retreating from the walls, but we're gonna fire off all of our artillery. Oh my god, dude, did you see that hit? It blew these dudes off the wall and hit these guys over here as well. Oh man, I forgot how much fun Siege was. Oh man, that's awesome. The tower probably won't go down. This cavalry over here is taking hits, though. I'd be really happy if the tower went down. It's not entirely likely. You have to get good, solid hits. And we're only hitting 10%, and these guys only have a few shots left. But let's just see. Wait, can I slow it down? Oh, man. That was tasty. Alright, they're almost out of ammo, which kind of sucks. Because this is still intact. Oh, we got it. Nice. Okay, this is going to make our lives very easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to assign these two guys on gate duty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab both of these guys. Let's pause here while we get these lined up. These guys are going to be on gate duty. These guys are going to climb the walls. These guys are going to climb the walls as well. And then the archers are going to come forward to about here and use fire arrows to like terrorize the enemy. And then cavalry are going to basically stay out of range because they're just going to take damage if I push too far forward. But our generals will advance through the center as well, because that's where we need the most power, and I don't want to dismount them to climb the walls. Keeping the G militia in reserve. Right, let's get them moving now.
Artillery!
Now I just want you to hit units.
Fire upon them!
Oh, did you hear that? The panic of the trebuchet shots. Where are they? Are they firing? Oh, they just fired. Are they? Guys?
Get the boat!
Hit these archers if you can. Do it. Okay, things are happening. Press R to run. Oh, did not mean to speed up the game.
Steel yourselves! Take heed,
Make these archers panic.
let missiles fly!
Our men have no ammunition. They cannot fire. Prepare. Strike them down.
Here we come, boys. That's awesome. I forgot how good these games could look.
Scale the walls.
Show fury.
No, sorry, scale the wall.
Make ready. No mercy.
Where's my other general?
Prepare! Show fury!
Do your dragon shout. You've got your buffs. Alright, we're climbing the walls. We're doing all the good stuff. Now, I'm pretty sure... Oh my god, dude. Look at this devastation. Oh, Jesus Christ. The boys are climbing the walls. Wait. Oh man, it's like a carpet siege of fire. That's incredible.
Our noble brother is being attacked.
To attention! Charge!
Assaulting the walls. Even if the gate is open, it's still good to assault the walls, in my opinion. Alright, I think you can stop chasing now. You can go take on those archers though if you want. You should be able to handle that on your own.
Stand ready!
Get over here, we're taking unnecessary shots.
Archers, prepare! Now!
They weren't expecting that. I want you to go capture that tower if you can. Doing damage to our archers and our troops and stuff. Good job over there. Alright, we captured these towers. Get up here, capture those. Let's get these two guys moving up there at high speed. Chase them down. You're going to capture this tower.
Ready, move!
Let's get inside the walls. No need to be taking damage at this point. Cavalry, how do you feel? You're fresh. And you're fresh. Let's get you guys inside the walls as well. You're pretty sore. I don't think you're taking any damage, are you? Not that I can see. I'll grab this. Push up to here. I want to use whatever archers I have left with our ammo to go pepper the mid. So I'm just going to send you guys over there. Deal with those. You need to chase them. I'm going to take you off guard mode so you can chase freely. Take you off guard mode so you can chase freely. The downside of guard mode is they do silly stuff like that sometimes. But yeah, they're losing a lot of troops really quick. Where's this guy? Alright. Shouldn't be taking too much hate. Alright, let's get off the walls. You guys are taking unnecessary damage. I don't know what the f you guys are doing. Get inside the walls. Alright, we won. They panicked and ran. That was great. A little bit longer of an episode than I would... I'm trying to keep them down to about 35 minutes. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh my god, trebuchets are awesome. Guys, include trebuchets in your armies. They make your life so much easier. Because if I had to wait a turn to siege that down, there's no way I would have taken this. Because he has 3 armies ready to reinforce, and now I'm gonna have... Oh, I could sack it for 10k. I feel like we loot and occupy to cut him off from a huge supply of his food.
An army cannot survive on faith alone. An iron fist is needed to rule.
Trust instinct. To war.
I'm gonna get you inside the reinforcement range here. So now he has to try and fight me.
For order.
I have an army outside the city, an army inside the city, and he has to try and fight me around the city. This is going to be acting as like a really pivotal point here. So I think now the downside is over here. I'm a little bit scared. I could, if I wanted to be a piece of shit, I could quick upgrade this. And get like a lot more troops. It would give me it would give me another cavalry and then 3 more swords, which would act as a really good blocker here. But I think I can hold this against this small army with all these swordsmen. We're gonna lack a bit of range damage, but hopefully we can hold the things. Maybe pour my cavalry out the side and get a flank. But yeah, I think man, this game is a lot of fun. Now that I'm getting into Total War again, guys. Like maybe we'll start playing more Total War games. Damn. Holy crap. All right, we got ourselves. So we've actually significantly like damaged his power base. He is gonna be running out. Now, the downside is there is a cost to doing this, right? Because we're doing all this, our income is really, really weak because we are just like we're basically running on borrowed time by doing these sorts of sieges, trying to fuel our army for an offensive. But I think it's working out. We've got an army replenishing over here. I'm gonna save it here, and I'll see you in the next episode, right? I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!